Viewers, I hope you are all fine. This ultrasound video shows a case of missed abortion with significant amount of fluid in the cul-de-sac. You can see the uterus, unibladder, and a gestation sac is seen in the uterine cavity. And the products of conception are seen inside the gestation sac. Although there is no fetal cardiac activity, no blood flow is seen inside the gestation sac. There is no history of bleeding as stated by the patient. There is no history of vaginal bleeding. So this may be termed as missed abortion. In routine practice, when there is suspension of non-viable pregnancy, we rely on measurements of CRL, crown rump length, and gestation sac to make the diagnosis. The current guidelines states that if the crown rump length CRL is more than 6 mm and there is no embryonic cardiac activity, this is defined as missed miscarriage. Or if the mean gestation sac diameter is more than 20 mm and there is no yolk sac or embryonic pole, this is defined as an empty sac miscarriage. Or if the follow-up scan after at least 1 week there is still no embryonic cardiac activity or gestational sac remains empty, this is the diagnosis of non-viability. Then a diagnosis of non-viability can be made. Although a variety of terms are used to describe an early pregnancy failure, in the presence of clear-cut sonographic evidence that a non-living embryo is present, the term embryonic demise should apply. Now you can see the gestational sac, although it has some products of conception seen, but there is no definite blood flow seen in its interior. No fetal cardiac activity is seen. So, in addition to signs of fetal life on sonography, subchorionic bleeding is an important factor affecting the outcome of gestations in patients with clinical threatened abortion. The most common cause of first trimester spontaneous abortion is fetal chromosomal abnormalities. Now you can see the blood flow seen in the uterus, but no blood flow is visible inside the gestation sac. Again, you can see a large amount of fluid is seen in the cul-de-sac. While most practitioners wait until at least 6 weeks to perform the first ultrasound, a gestation sac can be seen as early as 4.5 weeks after the last periods. A heartbeat can be detected as early as 5 to 6 weeks, although it may not be detected that early in all cases. A missed abortion is a missed miscarriage in which the fetus didn't form or fetal demise had occurred, but the placenta and embryonic tissues are still in the uterus. It is known more commonly as missed miscarriage. It is also sometimes called silent miscarriage. A missed miscarriage is not an elective abortion. Again, you can see some products of conception seen in the gestation sac. Missed miscarriage means that the baby has stopped growing or there is fetal demise, but there are no miscarriage symptoms such as bleeding or pain. It can also be called a delayed miscarriage. Some women do not experience any symptoms of miscarriage at all, as in this case, the patient gives no history of bleeding per vagina. Now, the possible miscarriage signs beside bleeding include mild to severe cramps, pain in back or abdomen, loss of pregnancy symptoms such as nausea or vomiting, white pink mucus, passing tissue or clot like material. To make the diagnosis with ultrasound, the finding may include but not limited to absence of fetal pole, lack of growth of fetal pole, fetal pole with no evident cardiac activity, lack of yolk sac at the appropriate gestation sac, D-shaped yolk sac or placental separation. The umbilical cord forms by the fifth week of development, replacing the yolk sac as the source of nutrient for the embryo. Umbilical cord is a cord that connects the developing baby to the mother in utero. The umbilical cord attaches to the baby at the abdomen and to the mother at the placenta. The cord forms during the fifth week of gestation, that is, seventh week of pregnancy. Now, treatment of missed abortion, misoprostol. Misoprostol is non-invasive effective medical method for completion of abortion in missed abortion. Sublingual misoprostol of 600 microgram or vaginal misoprostol of 800 microgram may be good choice for the first dose. The repeats can at least 8 weeks 2 days. Now, as this pregnancy shows the sac, but no viable fetus is seen inside the gestation sac. So this is a missed miscarriage. Now I saw a significant amount of fluid in the cul-de-sac in this patient. So the fluid in the cul-de-sac, we can discuss the pouch of Douglas or cul-de-sac is a deep peritoneal recess between the uterus and the upper vaginal wall interiorly and the rectum posteriorly. So it is called the cul-de-sac of Douglas, Douglas cul-de-sac or Douglas pouch. The pouch of Douglas, that is cul-de-sac or rectovaginal septum, is a space between the rectum and the uterus. This is the lowest part of abdominal cavity. You can see a large amount of fluid is seen in the cul-de-sac in this patient, and multiple small adhesions are also visible in between the posterior wall of the uterus and the rectum. A small amount of fluid in the cul-de-sac is normal and usually not of concern. If the fluid sample shows signs of pus or blood, the area may need to be drained. Sometimes blood can be result of ruptured cyst or sign of an ectopic pregnancy. Cultocentesis is a procedure that checks for abnormal fluids in the space just behind the vagina. This area is called the cul-de-sac. During cultocentesis, a long, thin needle is inserted through the vaginal wall just below the uterus, and a sample is taken of fluid within the abdominal cavity. It is normal to have approximately 1 to 3 ml of fluid in the recto-uterine pouch throughout the menstrual cycle. After ovulation, there is between 4 and 5 ml of fluid in the recto-uterine pouch. Free fluid will be found in the pelvic cavity. Only in pathological processes of bleeding into the stomach, acute inflammation, or accumulation of fluid between the abdominal adhesions that occurred on a surgical or inflammatory background. Now, menstrual blood that has refluxed through the fallopian tubes and fluids related to ovulation or ruptured cysts settle in it. Likewise, blood from ruptured ectopic pregnancy, inflammatory debris from a pelvic or appendiceal infection, and ascites due to malignancy, liver, or cardiac failure may collect here. So, now again you can see this gestation sac in the uterus. Two small cysts are also seen in each ovary, and the one was, this is the right ovarian cyst, and it is a simple cyst, while this left ovarian cyst is a hemorrhoidal cyst. You can find some important information in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. If you do like this video, please click the like button. Thanks.